Hi there foodies, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you my method for making Escoveitch fish. So let's get started. So I'm using the whole fish. You can use the steaks if you prefer. I'm using whole fish. I put some slits in the sides, and then all we're going to be doing now is just seasoning. You can use your favorite all-purpose seasoning or fish seasoning. And I'm also going to go in with some green seasoning. I'll put the link to the recipe in the description box. Depending on how much salt your all-purpose seasoning has, you can add some salt if necessary. So we're just seasoning the fish, and if you can allow it to marinate for a few hours, that definitely helps. So once we refrigerate the fish so it can soak with all those seasonings, we're just going to move on to the Escoveitch sauce. It's a very simple sauce. I have about a cup of vinegar here. And we know that Escoveitch sauce, it's like, it's very tart, but you want some balance. So you have to go in with some sugar. An easy way to figure out how much sugar is just to add a teaspoon first and then taste it, and then add a little more if you need it. And we also need to add a little salt because you need the salt, the sweet, the sour, perfect balance. And we're going to be going in with the vegetables. So I have carrot, onion, scotch bonnet slices, the pimento, and I have the sweet peppers. So depending on what places you go to order Escoveitch fish, you might just get onions, or you might only get onions and carrots. There's so many variations. The important thing is that you have that nice flavorful liquid there. I do like to add onion and carrot for sure, even if I'm not doing the sweet pepper. So all you're doing now is simmering these vegetables in the liquid, and you're just going to allow them to soak up all that lovely flavor from the pepper and the onion and the pimento. And you don't need to boil them till they're soft. Just let them simmer for a little while, and once they've cooked, you can always turn off the heat. So what some people do is they actually bottle this. So they will put the pickle in a glass jar and seal it and keep it up to several weeks, because remember, the vinegar is kind of a preservative, right? So that preserves the whole thing, and you can just take it out and pour it on whatever dish you're having. All right, so that looks great. So we're just gonna do the fish. So I like to add some aromatics to the oil just to give it some flavor. Most times it's garlic and scotch bonnet pepper. Sometimes I add the thyme. And this just gives the oil the flavor, so once you add the fish to it, it soaks up that flavor as well. When we're doing the fish in Jamaica, some people dust it in flour. Some people just fry it as is with no flour. Either way works, to be honest. Just make sure that the pot that you're cooking, the fish won't stick to it, right? So I'm going to show you the first way. So I'll put the fish in the pot. This one has no flour, and it won't stick because I'm using a non-stick pan here. So that will prevent that from happening. Just make sure that your pot is hot and the oil is hot enough so that the fish doesn't just soak up the oil. You want to make sure that it's actually frying. So let me show you the other way. I have the whole fish. Dusted it in some flour. You can put more flour or less flour if you want to. I'm just giving a light dusting today. So all you're going to be doing is frying it the same way, frying it on both sides until the flesh of the fish is opaque. And you're going to take out any pieces of garlic that seem like they're getting burnt, because you don't want to have that in the oil. So once you fry it on one side, flip it over and continue, and you are good to go. So once the fish is ready, all we need to do now is use this delicious Escoveitch sauce. So you can spoon on some of the vegetables and some of the liquid onto it, or you could serve it on the side if you're not sure, you know, the person you're giving it to, you're not sure if they have a good tolerance for pepper. So you can put it on the side. I'm fine with putting it all over the fish. It's really tasty. And I allow the fish to soak up some of the flavor before I serve it. I don't usually just serve it immediately, but it's up to you. It's really tasty, especially if you like something that's a little tart, a little bit of sweet, and some heat. Really delicious. So remember guys, the full recipe is in my Amazon ebook. I'll put the link in the description below. I'm just showing you the method. It's really simple and tasty, guys. So I hope you enjoy this, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.